Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Thursday the 6th of January 2022. This is the New York Times medium level. I was thinking, based on a comment that I got the other day, that I don't really play enough medium level games. Not every the thing is that the harder level games are always the most popular, I think, for enthusiasts who play on the channel, but there are a lot of people who play and are not that well versed with all of the techniques, etc. And there's good, need to practice at medium level or enjoy the medium level games as well. Some find the hard or expert level games a bit too difficult, although of course a lot of the people who play here find them pretty easy. Everybody has their own level. So I think that for today I'm going to go with the New York Times medium level game, but I should say that this is sometimes quite a challenge as well. It's kind of a bit like the the LA Times hard level. That it's, yes, one step below their hardest level, but can sometimes be quite interesting too. So let's have a go at today's medium level game from the New York Times. Shall we? And as I say, if you're a slightly less experienced player, you might enjoy this a bit more. And if you are an experienced player, well, it might still turn out to be a challenge. I don't have no idea, of course, because I don't play these games ahead of time. So you can see fives in intersecting squares around the center block. So five blocking up here, across here, and across here, leaving just that single square where we can place our 5. I can see 2's blocking across here, and 2 blocking across here, and 2 blocking down here. So 2 should be in that square there. I'm not going away. I'm still here, I promise. Okay, so this, I believe, should be a 5. How do we know? Because 7 and 8 block across here, right? So that means 7 and 8 must be somewhere in this row. So if 7 and 8 are in this row and in this row, we're going to block all the way across. So we can deduce that 7 and 8 are in these 2 squares here, right? And nothing else. So it must be a 7 or an 8. Now we can take a 5 blocking up here. So we know therefore 5 has got to be in one of these 2 squares. And that will block along this row, and this 5 blocking along this row, so we can place a 5 there. As I say, if you're a bit new to Sudoku logic or not quite there yet, you can always go back and check this, try it out again if you're not quite sure of it. 5 should appear here now. Okay. Since we said that this is 7 and 8, we should now work out the missing numbers here, right? So the missing numbers here are 1 and 9. Knowing that's 1 and 9, we can get the missing numbers here, which are 4 and 6, but none of that is, oh yes it is, 6 is missing here, so 6 blocks across here, 6 blocks across here, and 6 will go in that square there. Okay. We have, so right, remember again, this is 7 and 8, right? So missing numbers here are what, 1, 3, and 5. We've got a 1 and a 5, but 3 we don't know just yet. Missing numbers up here are 1, 1, 2, 3, aren't they? Okay, we got one of each, 1, 2, and 3 down here, but we don't have more than a single, so we can't tell which is which. Let's focus somewhere else now. The 9 blocks across this row and across this row, placing a 9 in that square there. Now we know, remember, 9 blocks across this row here, therefore 9 is going to be placed in one of these 3 squares, which will block across here like this. And now the 9 that we just placed will block up this column, allowing us to say this must be a 9. Now if you remember, we worked this out, didn't we? Remember, we had 7 or 8 here, and we said this has to be 1 or 9, so we've got our 9. Now we know that's a 1 here. So 1 blocking down here, and 1 blocking across this row here, places a 1 there. Missing numbers here and here, I think, are 6 and 8, aren't they? Okay, 6 and 8, can't quite tell which is which just yet. We'll hold off on that note. We have 2 and 3 blocking down here and 2 and 3 blocking down here, so we know at least that these are 2 and 3. Okay, and then the 8 blocks down here, so this will have to be an 8. And now we can get our 6 to place in that square. Now again, let's say that again, 2 and 3 are here, so what's missing here is 1 and 6. So that 6 then is going to block up here, and now we know that 6 will be in this square, and 4 will be here. Okay. So we can get this, I forgot what it is now, 1 and 6 I said, didn't I? 1 and 6. 1 and 6 sounds like pre-decimalized currency. So this digit here is 1, 2, 3, 9. Okay, finally. Okay, the missing numbers in these 3 squares are 4, 7, and 8. And if you notice, we have a 4 and a 7 that can both see this square here. So that's got to be an... What happened there? Oh, so I have more than one digit, more than one square selected. So I've chosen the right mode. Okay, that's there. The 8 goes there. Okay. Right, we've done all we can in this shoot for now, so we need to start casting our nasturtiums in other directions. That's a very weird reference to a Monty Python sketch from years ago, but anyway. Let's see now. Well, let's highlight some digits, shall we? Haven't done that yet. So we know that 1 is here like this. We know that 1 is up in these squares here. We know that 1 is there. And that's it. Can't tell more than that. 2 then, 2 is like this, like that, somewhere down there. And here, no, not enough information to give anything conclusive. 3 blocks up here and 3 blocks along here, this 3 here, right? So we know that 3 is in these squares here, 3 will be up here. 3 is in these squares, as mentioned previously. 3 is here or here, but that's not that useful, is it? 5, 6. Okay, don't worry about that. 4 now, here we go. 4 now blocks down this column, and 4 blocking across this row puts a 4 into that square there. We know 4s are here. No, we know more than that actually, because 4 blocks across here and 4 blocks down here. Do you agree? So we just have these 2 squares now that can be 4, and if you extend them across this row in a straight line with your mouse mat firmly attached to the table, you'll see that 4 is blocked from that square. So we know 4 goes here, and now we can place our 7 here. Let's come back and study the 4s a bit more. That's all we can get, because we now know 4s are limited to these squares, and we can't tell anything more about them for now. So we'll click on the 5s and say 5 is limited to these 2 squares here and these 2 squares here again, so can't do anything about that. 6, what's going on with 6? 6 blocks down here and 6 blocks across here, so we have 6 limited to those squares there, which puts 6 in these squares. These squares here, that's about it. 7s are limited to these squares, somewhere along here, there. No. 8s are over here like this. And 9s will be like that, and here. Right, what did that gain us? What did we get? Oh dear. Right, so let's study this column, shall we? We are missing 3, 5, 6, 8. Not enough, not enough. Just quick check over here. We're missing 3, 6, 9. Okay. Here we are missing 4, 6, 8, 9. Oh. Here we are missing 3, 7, 8, 3, 7, 8. Oh, I'm not making very good progress here, am I? Ah, Okay, of course. The threes must appear in this row here, mustn't they? Now look, of course, we've got an intersecting 3 here. Now the 3 blocks across here, so 3 is going to be in one of these 2 squares, blocking up there. So these 2 squares must be blocked for 3. 3 has to be there, of course. And the missing numbers now here and here are 1 and 2, aren't they? So this 2 blocks this square. So 2 goes here and 1 goes there. Now 1 blocks down this column, and 1 is there. Okay. Now 1 blocking down here and 1 blocking across here places a 1 here. And to finish this column here, what do we need? Is it a 6? I do believe it is. Okay, 6 to go in there now. Now, if you remember, 6 was in these squares here, right? Because, look, 6 blocking down, 6 blocking across here. Okay, so 6 is placed in one of these 2 squares, blocking down, 6 blocking down, and 6 blocking across here. So that's going to put a 6 in that square. And now 6 across this row, and across this row puts a 6 here. And now 6 blocking down this column and up this column, 6 across here, puts a 6 there, 6 across here, down and up, puts a 6 here, and 6 becomes our first digit that we don't have to care about anymore. Okay, finally feel like we're making a bit of reasonable progress. It's been very slow, solid I suppose, but no, could be quicker. 7 blocks across here now, so that's got to be a 7 in that square. Now if you remember, 7 blocks across here and 7 blocks up here, so that's a 7 there, and that will give us a 7 in this square because of the 7 here and here blocking up in these 2 squares. Missing numbers here now have to be 8 and 9, I do believe. Do we have any 8s or 9s? No, we don't. But what we do have is 9 blocking this square and 9 blocking this square. So we need a 9 for this column, of course. So, sorry. Just select one square. 9 will be here, and the 8 will be in this square here. Now, our 9 blocks down here and up here, so that's got to be a 9. The missing numbers here and here look to be 3 and 5. We've got a 3 blocking here or a 3 blocking here, whichever way you want to look at it. 3 will go there, and 8, sorry, I think it is an 8 to go here, right? Okay, 8 blocks this square down here, and so 8 will be here. 2 is the last number we need for that column. Let's move along. One number is missing from this row. It's 8. Okay. And 2 numbers are missing from this column. The missing numbers are 3 and 5. But we can't tell which is which just yet. Oh, look, here's a single digit missing from this row. And you were shouting at me to see it, and I saw it. That is a 4, I do believe. So now we have 4 blocking down here, across these 2 rows. So we can place a 4 here, and we're left with a single digit, which is a 1 to finish that row. Now we can say 1 blocking up this column, 1 blocking up here, 1 across this row. We'll put a 1 there. Okay, it's coming along nicely now, I think. Where should we go next? What's missing here? 3 and 5, I think. So we've got a blocking 5 here, so our 5 will go there. Our 3 will be here now. It means this can't be 3, so 3 is in this square. And a 9 will be placed here. One number to get for this column now. What is it? I've entirely forgotten. It's a 3, isn't it? I think so. Let's place a 3 there. So 3 blocks across here, so 3 will be in that square. 2 is the number we need to finish there. 2 blocks across here and down there, so that's a 2 to place there. We just have just one number for this row. I think it's a 7. 7 will block up there, so that's a 7 there. And an 8 goes here. 8 blocks down here, and 8 goes there. And 5 will finish that game. So it took me quite a while to get there, but you know, obviously not using pencil marks. Just trying to show beginner players how to follow the logic around the board, really. Okay, so experts, no need to worry about that one, I think. Thank you very much, and see you again tomorrow if all is well. Bye bye.